As Methodists, we strive to approach God's world with open hearts, open minds, and open doors. We've looked at how our church opens its heart. Now we will focus on our minds. Isaiah tells us that God keeps in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on Him. Paul, in his letter to the Colossians, tells them to set their minds on things that are above, not things on earth. How do we open our minds to things above? To God Himself. Well, worship and music play critical roles in inspiring us to reflect on the glory of God, to think about His awesome power, to contemplate His love and grace. Through music and worship, we seek to come closer to God, to have Him take charge of our minds, our hearts, our lives.
Throughout the year, the worship and witness team meets 4 times a year. We work in tandem with Pastor Abe in coming up with the worship calendar for the year, including the special seasons like Advent, Christmas, Lent, Easter, and so we make plans based on all of that. On a weekly basis, Lori and I are in communication with Pastor Abe about his message title, his scripture that he's picked, and then we do our best to select music in terms of hymns and a choir anthem and the keyboard music that will match as well as we can in tandem with what his message might be about.
I would like to see us have more youth involvement, not of the children age, but in the youth age. I think we've left them out somehow. We used to have a really robust youth choir that would sing more contemporary selections from time to time, and the youth would be involved. When they would sing, they would have involvement in the entire worship service, from youth being the ushers to youth helping with the liturgy. So I think that we would like to see more youth age involvement.
How do we keep our minds stayed on God? How do we enhance our knowledge and understanding of God? How do we learn more about what it means to follow Christ so that we can make disciples for Him and fulfill the Great Commission?
I've been part of the Fellowship and Education Committee for about 6 years, I think. The Bible actually mentions fellowship 20 times in the Bible, so that means togetherness and being a part of, and we like the fellowship to be intergenerational. That way we're all together, all ages, and we're building relationships throughout the Fellowship Committee. Fellowship is part of a thing that we try to create activities for everybody to come together, and just like we have the Wednesday night meals, we have Tuesday night trivia, we coordinate bowling, game night. We're planning to be at on December 13th for a live nativity scene, which will be big, and we're really excited about that.
So with Children's Church, I started in October. We've doubled the amount of kids we've had since then. We've been really blessed. We've got about 10 youth in our youth group. And so Children's Church has grown to the point where we've split off the 4 and unders, and we've got the older kids so they can focus on different activities, and the learning can be a little bit different. That's continuing to grow. And then the youth, we're trying to educate them through Sunday school, and we offer classes on Wednesday afternoons after school about 4 o'clock. And so we're trying to provide the education, but also that connectional opportunity for our children and youth and the families. Well, I think there's a real need for families with like Parents' Day out or those type of opportunities for parents to have a break, the children to come together and learn, and I think to really be able to go out into the community, not just focus on the families that are already here, but what does the community need? How can we reach out as the church and provide either services or educational opportunities or outreach programs for the families in the community?
The book of Proverbs has many things to say about education. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge. How much better to get wisdom than gold. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even as he gets older, he will not depart from it. And this from Colossians. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, with thankfulness in your hearts to God. May our minds be open.